Kris.
And Kel.
And I just want to let you know I'm a Diamond member until the end of 2023.
With the AC.
With the AC.
Don't brag.
I couldn't figure it out. I had to reset my password and all that. But anyway, I just want to let you know. Anyway, I'm working on Taurus still.
You know, we really don't care. We really don't.
I'm not bragging that I spent way too much money already. And it's not, you know, I haven't bought anything in months.
Yeah.
So it was literally...
Well, you bought how many J-walls? Then you're
all
covered.
Of them. All of them. So anyway, yeah, J-wall, Enabler Without Post Pen, my fave. And yeah, same old, same old.
And yeah. Well, as far as I'm concerned, thanks for asking.
I didn't, but go ahead.
I am working on...
She had to look over. What am I working on?
I want to say it right because this is called DP... Gosh, dang it, what is it called?
Yep. I could have made myself a sandwich and everything by now.
You know what? You're right.
I was right, what? You can't find it?
I am working on this beauty for a couple of events going on in September. This is called DP Rainbow Hands by dpwithsparklers.com. Tina, also known as T-Ma, is the owner over there. And she has an event going on called Rainbow Sparklers. And basically, you either work on one of her kits that has mixed drills, or you can bling up any of the other kits that you're working on. So it's fun. I've had this for a while, and I really love the mixed drill kits that she's had. I finished Colorful Lady, and even though it was like all that color blocking of black in the background, it was almost a year ago that I worked on that one. It was in September when I worked on that one. So anyway, I'm loving this so far. She has a Facebook group called Diamond Painting with Sparklers where we post weekly updates on our progress. And then I post on Instagram and use the hashtag. And with that, this canvas is also participating in hashtag Love Still Wins DP No Start. So you didn't have to start a new canvas for this. But you did need to work on a canvas that shows your support for, you know, LGBTQ plus community, those that are people of color, you know, just showing support of others.
Everyone other than straight white people.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just joking.
We live a privileged life, do we not?
Oh, I certainly say, ma'am. I am highly privileged.
I mean, hey, you're a Diamond member all the way through next year, after all.
Right? It doesn't get much more privileged than that.
Thank you. I'm glad you did that too. It was my false tooth that made me do it, though.
Lord.
Anyway, that is being put on by Mad Noxie on Instagram and Life with Lindsay. She's a co-host, so it was a perfect opportunity for me to pull this out of my stash. And you just post in their Facebook group, which is Punks and Crafts, and then I use the hashtag on Instagram, and it's been a lot of fun, you know, looking at everyone's canvases, and yeah.
Nice.
And I have my Enablers Outpost pen today that I got from the retreat. This is a beautiful, beautiful rainbow.
It goes
right?
perfect with your...
Just like,
yeah,
hey,
so
I mean,
perfect.
come on now.
It's like you did it on purpose.
Right? Weird. And then I have a couple pens I actually made into cover minders. One of my daughter's friends gave me these a while back, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna, you know, wear them necessarily, but this is a great way to, you know, show support, love wins, and yeah. And then we had shown the unbagging of Crashly's.
Putty?
What is the official name? Is it Putty?
I don't know. I was just...
Yeah, it's Putty.
Okay.
Long-lasting diamond painting putty. So I actually loaded this pen because this one was already loaded with my micro glue dots.
Okay.
I loaded this red pen with Crashly's putty, so I'm gonna check it out.
Awesome.
And it's using crystals, your putty or wax gets dirty very quickly.
Oh yes, definitely.
It's not the greatest, but
it's hard.
But it doesn't say anything bad about the putty or the wax
No.
that you're using, because they just have like this dusty film. What did you do? Oh, fabric got on it. Phew. Maybe that's a new thing, putting fabric behind your drills so you have like strings hanging out.
Right. That would look great.
Okay. Anyway.
So I thought we could just kind of catch up on some shows and stuff we're like into.
All right.
I made a whole list and everything.
Oh, look at you prepared.
Right?
I know you were last time, but you forgot your book when you
I
came
know.
over.
I know. Okay. I have watched well, I know you're going to be shocked by this, everyone, but they're crime shows.
No.
True crime, yes. And they're mostly all like documentaries.
No way.
Yeah, I know.
Who are you?
I'm really switching things up today.
Who are you?
Anyway, so there is a series on Hulu called Crime Beat. Have you ever watched that?
Yes.
It's all about Canadian
Yes.
crimes and murders. That one's really cool. It's like a kind of like a 2020 type, setup.
Okay.
And that one's cool. I catch that from time to time whenever I have nothing else really, But I watched this show called Usekine, and I think that's how you say it. It's Ussekine, and it was on Hulu, and it is actually done in French, but it is dubbed over in English. And basically it's about this young man who was murdered, and he is oh man, I'm blanking on where he's from.
Come
His
on,
family
man.
is from Algeria. There you go. Which is the ironic part was when we stayed in France, we were in the Algerian neighborhood.
Oh.
So anyway, this young man is Algerian, but they've been in France for many, many years, and there's a lot of political stressors going on over there at this time in the 80s. And the police are not very nice to the protesters, and the police end up murdering this young man.
Oh no.
And he wasn't even a part of the protest. That was the bad thing. So anyway, it's about that and the cops and figuring out taking him to trial and all that. But I thought that was actually not bad. It was like 6 parts.
Oh wow.
And I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was different. Now switching over to Netflix. Did you watch I Just Killed My Dad?
Yes.
Yes, that was pretty good.
It was very short though.
It was. I was shocked. It was like 3 parts.
Yeah.
And about this young man who kills his father.
Mm-hmm.
And he admits it, but basically, he had suffered abuse and all of that. So he was, it was kind of like, is it justified?
Right.
So, but I liked it. I thought it was good.
The only complaint I have about that one is it kind of leaves you hanging. Like, I know they probably just filmed it last year. It was like a 2020 trial, right?
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. I like updates. I like to know like what's gonna happen with this kid. Do you think like he's messed up? Like, do you think he has the ability to
Be normal and not.
have empathy for others?
I do.
You
I do.
Okay.
They try to say like, well, he has no empathy and he's very, very cold and stuff, but I think it was just how he had to survive.
Okay. Well, I get that. I get that.
I think that.
But can you bounce back?
He was very honest about him doing this.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like he was being deceitful or lying. He called the police right away.
But he was surprised that he would get arrested.
Yeah, but that might just be,
But you know what? He had no education, so how would he know?
He didn't leave the house.
Yeah.
He didn't have the exposure to know what happens in the real world.
That's what I didn't get at first. I'm like, come on. Everyone knows you're going to get arrested if you say I killed someone.
Yeah.
Whether it was in self-defense or whatever the case was, they are going to take you.
Absolutely. But this kid was different.
Yeah.
And I really felt for him.
Yeah.
Another one, The Girl in the Picture. Did you watch that one?
No, I have not.
That was good. It's about
Is that on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's about this girl who's murdered, and she's married and has a kid, and they end up finding out she's not who they thought she was. I'll just say that because it's very like in depth, and I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
Based on a true story?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
It's true. It's a documentary.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
The Most Hated Man on the Internet. Did you watch that?
No.
Oh, I hate this guy.
But I watched it. I think it's about the same thing. I watched a different one where this guy, this girl was like breaking up with her boyfriend, and they were gonna have sex like one more time, and he got her drunk, and then he filmed himself pretty much raping her, and then he put it on the internet.
On the site? Because this is a particular site that this guy goes and sets up for revenge.
Oh.
So he's basically like, yeah, you know, I mean, whether you know the girl one day or not, women are trash, and you know, or if this woman broke your heart, come upload your stuff to my site. And not only would they upload videos, they would tag your Instagram, your Facebook. They would put your home address on there. I mean, it was outlandish. This man was horrible.
And it's called revenge porn, right? I mean, the revenge porn? No?
No, I can't
They don't
remember.
call it that?
No,
because there's no reason for revenge.
Because it could just be a picture. It could be anything. And it was just, I can't remember what the site was called.
Okay.
But the most hated man on the internet. It was awful. And it took this mother to basically take him down.
I kind of knew the response and the emotions that would come from watching it, so that's why I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
Did it happen to you?
No, but I just I don't know, I get upset about, I know certain things upset me, and if I'm not like properly prepared to handle that emotion at that given time, then I'm like not ready to watch it. But
yeah,
I mean, I want to.
This guy's trash. This guy is a narcissist. He's horrible. He doesn't value women. He thinks they're just disposable. He's horrible. Horrible.
That's what serial killers feel for women when they
literally
dump them.
And then the last one on Netflix is a show called Untold. Have you watched the show?
No.
Okay, so it's I think there's like 4 parts out right now. And the one, I only watched one so far, but it was about Manti Te'o, the football player who got deceived, got catfished.
Yes. I know the story.
Yeah, we all know the story.
Yeah.
But this actually interviews him and the guy that did it to him.
Shit. Okay, yeah.
It was very good. I mean, you don't have to. He is.
Isn't
a
the whole
player.
thing about him?
Yeah, that whole episode is about him.
But not every show.
No. It's every episode is a different person.
Oh,
and a different. No, it's just 1 hour is about him.
Oh,
or an hour and a half.
I thought the whole thing was about him.
Just
like
the one episode.
Oh,
no, it's not a
okay.
series
Then I'm gonna
about
watch
him.
it because
You're like, I don't need the whole.
I didn't need to see episode after episode about.
No, it's just one episode, and I want to say it might be an hour and a half.
Okay.
But it was good, and you hear both sides, and they talk to like the head of the, I don't know if it was his coach or the head of the college that he went to when this happened, and anyway, it was very. Oh God, it just made me. My heart broke for this guy. My heart broke for this guy because he's just busy playing football, and he has this long distance relationship, and we're all like, well, what kind of idiot do you have to be to fall for that? But he never saw her. They never met. They never FaceTimed. She would always have she in quotations.
Yeah.
Would always have an excuse why she couldn't. They would talk on the phone, but it sounded like a girl. It was just.
I have to watch that because I wonder what motivated this guy to catfish him.
Yeah.
Like I have to know.
And you go into it. You have to watch it.
I have to know.
It was really good. Okay. And I have 2 podcasts.
Ooh.
Okay. I have 3, but the other one I'm like I haven't finished it yet, so I don't want to really like go into it.
Okay.
Okay. The first one is called Father Wants Us Dead. Takes place 50 years ago.
Wow.
And happened in New Jersey. And this man kills his wife, his 3 children, and his mother.
Oh my gosh.
And then leaves. And he's gone for like 18 years. They can't find him. Very good.
Wow.
I really enjoyed that one. Because I had heard the story before, but it was really in depth the way they did it. So I liked
cool.
it. Yeah, Father Wants Us Dead. Check that out. And now I'm going to tell you about my favorite podcast right now. And it is not crime based.
Oh.
There's some episodes. It is called This Is Actually Happening.
Ooh.
Every episode is about an hour, and it is from a different person.
Okay.
But the basis is people that have overcome. And so something has happened to them tragically but yet on the other side they've learned and they've come, are better because it happened, or they've, whatever.
Or they went on to help others, maybe.
Yes, so absolutely good. Like, I have Teresa hooked on it too.
Really?
It really makes you feel like
motivational.
It's kind of motivational, and it's also like your life isn't as bad as you think, because there are people that have it way worse and have had it way worse, and maybe they've got the lesson out of their hardship that maybe you need to
learn,
get over yours. And and it's going to be it's not all the same. Like, one girl gets shot, another guy, he's like a bully, and he figures out why he was a bully, and he tries to get past it, and which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you hear him talking, you're just like, wow. And it really makes you think, like, hurt people, right?
Yes.
So these bullies that are out there is because they're hurting. They probably have a horrible home life. They're miserable, and that's all they know to do is to make other people miserable. I could go on and on. There's so many I've listened to.
And where do you find these podcasts?
I just go to the Apple Podcast, but a lot of them are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
iTunes, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many places for podcasts these days.
Okay.
But that one is really, really, really good. I'll send it to you. I'll send you one that I really liked, so you can get a feel for it. But it was really, I like them a lot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to take a picture of that page that you're reading from, because it makes it a lot easier to link everything below. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'll link all of this below, so if anything sounds good to you guys, you could just click.
Yeah, I highly suggest, if you're not a true crime person, listen to This Is Actually Happening. And I actually followed them on Facebook and Instagram, because I love it, and it's like 12 seasons in already.
Oh, wow.
But that doesn't mean 12 years. It's just like every
so many episodes.
12 episodes, and then be off 6 weeks or so.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're not going to catch up anytime soon.
Oh no.
Now,
many.
Did you go back to the very beginning, or are you listening from current?
I'm just going current and going backwards.
Oh, okay.
I don't listen to every one, because one of them's like, what if you woke up and felt like a werewolf?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but you never know. Like, these titles,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm listening to the ones that I take interest in right now.
Sure.
And then I will go back later.
Yeah.
And if anybody has the Wondery app, they're on there.
Wondery, okay.
Wondery. Yeah, Wondery puts out a lot of good stuff.
Is that a
podcast?
They're
their own app.
Okay.
But you can still get them
other places.
But you might not access all of them.
Okay.
But Wondery just is like a home for all these that they've produced, these podcasts and stuff. So
send me that episode before I leave, and I'll listen to it on my way home today.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, because my ride is about an hour, and I can listen to a Stephanie Harlow video, or I can listen to something like that. So very cool. I did make note of a TV show that gave me pause, I guess, if you will, in appreciation. I don't know if you've seen this show, but I don't watch cable very often, but when I do, I have maybe 3 channels that I check out first before I go, flipping through. And one of the channels I check out is the Sci-Fi channel. They have some cool movies, what have you. Well, one day I turned it on, and it was a show called Crime 360. Ooh. Have you seen it?
I have not.
I highly, highly, highly recommend it, because it reminds me a little bit of First 48. But First 48 is basically following the detective around the whole time for the first 48 hours of a new case through the process, which is very interesting. But the reason I like Crime 360 so much is because it shows you a lot of the CSI.
Okay.
And what they'll do is, which I love, is they'll come in and scan the room, or scan the house, or scan whatever is related to the crime. So for instance, there was a shooting outside So they took a scan of like that street in the neighborhood. You can see all the houses.
Are you saying, when you say scan, are you saying they just look around?
No, they take a program, like there's a camera.
Okay.
And then they use it and digitally. God damn it. Words are hard. I need a bigger thesaurus so I can skip some of these hard words. Damn it.
Digitally is hard for you?
Digitally. There we go. That false tooth right there. Anyway, so when a CSI guy will come out, he'll use like a camera on a tripod and scan.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And then enter that into a computer program. And then they show it in the computer program what it looks like. And it's very cool because as they're figuring out how the crime took place, through arrests, through witness test, statements, through their other CSI, like the trajectory of the bullet and all this stuff.
Yeah.
They show you what actually happened using this computer program with these computer people,
These IT people?
Well, no, these
they make forensic
they make the criminals in the computer system too. So you see the people
like it's kind of like a video game.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Why am I having such a hard time describing this?
Okay.
So
it's like Vice City, watching the hookers walk on the street.
Like you get to actually see what took place or what they think took place.
Oh, that is so okay. I'm gonna have to check it out.
So sure. It like, for instance, this guy. Okay, he was in his 30s. He was a postal worker, very dependable. One day he doesn't show up for work. His coworker goes over to his house and he's dead on his bed.
Oh.
Okay. So they're like, nothing else is going on in the house.
Yeah.
There's no broken entry. There's nothing. And then they see a bullet hole in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to give the episode away, but it's a freaking trip. Anyway, but I love it because it gives you that first 48 feel because they talk to the detectives.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it's like equal parts of CSI and the detective, side too. So I Crime 360 anyway.
Okay.
But
that sounds awesome.
I really like it. Yeah. So yeah.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
And that's it, huh?
Yeah. I mean, that's the only one
that
I've made notice of. I know, right? Let me see if.
I feel like they need to come out with some more shows because I've already seen them all, like all the crime shows.
Yeah. Well, what
does that say about me though?
Did I tell you last time? I don't know if I did, but I found a show actually on YouTube. But you wouldn't think it's a YouTube show because it seems like it would be on regular TV, which it probably is. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you. Let me go to my history, and I'm going to tell you what it's called. It's called Film Rise True Crime. Oh. So they have shows called World's Most Evil Killers.
World's Most Evil Killers. Yeah.
Yes. And there was one on that I was watching last night that they were Riverside. Riverside had a serial killer in the 80s.
Wow.
Yeah. And I watched it last night. I was like, I got to send this to Kris.
Wow.
But I'll link it below. It's called Film Rise True Crime, and they have videos like World's Most Evil Killers. Then they have Making a Serial Killer.
Yeah, all these shows they're actually shows.
Yeah, and then they have Meet, Marry, Murder.
I've seen that too.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen that. I can't remember what channel it's at, what app it's actually on.
Okay.
But I recently watched that too. It's not bad.
They have Bloodline Detectives, which I haven't checked out. Oh, and they have old Unsolved Mysteries. Remember that show from way back in the day?
I never watched that back in the day. Did you ever watch it?
Well, we were kind of young.
Yeah. I just thought they were, I know some of them were like paranormal, but I thought it was basically all paranormal.
Oh, really?
And I don't do paranormal. Yeah, some of them are paranormal. Some
are
missing people. Yeah.
Well, it's sad to say, but I didn't like watching and still, actually, I really don't like watching unsolved crime shows because
Yes, missing people, or the crime is
unfortunately,
still unsolved.
yeah, I don't. It gives me no satisfaction at the end, you know.
Right.
And then it makes
like,
me
great, they're still out
right. Like it's very selfish, but.
I-
And then they have America's Dumbest Criminals.
Oh, I watched that too. I love that. There are some dumb criminals.
And then they
out
have
there.
Forensic Files. Do you know they're supposed to come back with the new Forensic Files?
Oh, okay.
Like next year, I think.
used to be obsessed with that. I used to watch that all the time.
Why did it stop? When forensic science
I
is
know,
like
right?
getting going with DNA and
I don't know.
you know, but oh my gosh, they have all 12 seasons
Wow.
of Forensic Files. That's something I could go to sleep to.
Well, Kim used to do that. She used to watch that. I would go when I would go visit her. She would watch that shit at night while I'm going to sleep. I'm like, and her husband even says like, "Damn, I wake up and they're, you know, his voice is like very monotone, but it's like, yeah, the killer got away." And you wake up like, you know.
Yeah,
Not-
the killer's in the closet right
Right.
now in the dark,
Yeah, the
and
way
you
he
can't
talks
see him.
is like soothing, but then it's also disturbing in the middle of the night.
If
know?
you like really pay attention to
Yeah.
the words.
But anyway,
They also have skeleton stories where I believe they're talking to maybe a pathologist.
oh okay, or
You
they
know?
find bones and then what the bones tell you. Yeah.
Dr. G, medical examiner. Did you ever watch
No,
that?
I didn't. I'm not. Not that autopsies bother me or anything. I've actually been to a real autopsy, but I don't know. I just don't find it all that. I know it's interesting, but it's just not my. I don't want to
Right.
watch her examine somebody on a slab and be like, "Well, a bullet entry didn't," you know.
Well, I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
interesting if someone's dead and they don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, there's no stab wound or bullet
Right,
hole.
right,
or
right.
They're just dead and they're not old, you know, or
Right.
something.
No, I hear you.
know,
I hear
that's.
you.
But yeah, it gets repetitive.
Yes,
at the same
definitely.
time. So, yeah. But anyway, I'll link that. Excuse me. I'll link that channel below, and I find myself putting that on, you know,
Yeah.
when I don't know what else to watch. But the funny thing is a couple of the shows that they have on, like World's Most Evil Killers, you know, they were talking about the Riverside serial killer, but the guy that voices it over and stuff is like English.
How does he
So
say
my
Riverside?
husband goes, why are all of these happening in the United States, but he sounds like it happened over in England
I
or
know,
something?
right?
And I love how, okay, so here in America we say, her name is, or his name is,
Yeah.
or whatever. Well, they go, they call him, or they call her.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
know? It's kind
Just
of...
like when we say here, we went to the hospital,
Uh-huh.
and Canada and Europe or Britain, you know, they say he went to hospital. It's not the, it's
Yes.
hospital, because it's a location.
They do that with school, right? They went to, what do they call? University.
Yes, yeah.
They went to
university.
university.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not college; it's university.
Right.
But you know what's funny is that in other countries, like I know in the Caribbean, they call university, but it's high school.
Oh.
Yeah, they call it university for some reason. I've heard people say that, and I was like, wait, what? You know?
Yeah.
I was very confused.
Huh.
Either this person was an idiot, or that's what they do. I don't know.
No, I think they do that. Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah, they don't call it school over
Or
there.
high school, no.
No.
Uni.
Uni.
Yeah, that's what they call it in
Oh,
Britain.
university?
University, they shorten it to uni.
Oh, okay.
When I was at uni. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Did I just teach you something?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna retain it.
Hey, I'm trying to help you in your accents.
I know,
you
right?
Anyway, all right. I think that wraps up our recommendations for TV shows
I know they were waiting for our
and
new
podcasts.
recommendations.
You know, that's if there's anything we can do, we can recommend some true crime TV shows and podcasts. That's what we're good at.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so we're done for now, and
Dad joke.
thanks for watching.
But before you go,
No,
hit that like
that's it.
button, hit that subscribe
All right,
button.
fine. All right, we'll do it like dad joke. Fine. All right, my turn.
Like I'm making her.
No, I'm totally prepared.
Go.
All right. How many telemarketers does it take to change a light bulb?
One.
Thank you. Yes, only one, but he has to do it while you're eating dinner.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Do you remember, Mom? Every time the phone rang while we were eating dinner, you're like, God,
Yeah,
damn it!
like start cussing.
She gets so mad.
We had dinner and a show that night.
Every night this happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, take the phone off the hook if you don't want the phone to ring during
Right?
dinner.
Or change what time we eat. I don't know.
Well, we always ate late. That was the ironic thing.
What do you consider late?
We ate like at 7 o'clock every night.
7, yeah. You
know?
think that's late?
I do. Well,
Oh.
I always fed my kids at 5 o'clock.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I always fed them at 5, and
Well,
that
'cause
way
then
they
they're
could
in bed
play
by
and have
8.
dessert, well, bath, bed.
Or 9,
exactly,
whatever.
8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dang. Okay.
I did not play. And
I'm more of
my
a 6
ex-husband-
o'clock kind of gal.
my ex-husband and brother used to come home from work at like 3 something, and they were hungry.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd either have dinner ready or have it ready by 5. Anyway,
I'm like a 6 o'clock, 6:30 kind of gal.
Yeah.
What time do you guys eat dinner? Let us know below.
yeah, I know if you come home at 5, it takes time, and yeah, you eat around 6. So I just,
Right.
I don't know. I've always worked graveyard or been
No,
home,
I mean,
so, you know.
that's cool. Shoot. I mean, it'll be great when you're 80 because nothing will have changed.
Well, the funny thing is, my friend and I, when we go to dinner, we always go to dinner at like 4 o'clock because we
Well,
try
you
to
beat
beat
the rush.
We do.
I
And
know you're old when you're trying to beat the rush.
we always beat the rush, and you go home, and we've been doing this for 10 years. We just
Dang.
we call ourselves old ladies, but we like to get in and out before everybody gets there and home in bed.
And everyone else has blue hair in the room.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
All right. What did the banana say to the vibrator?
What?
Why are you shaking? She's gonna eat me.
That's cute.
That one I had to act out a little bit,
Yeah,
you know,
did.
to get the.
You guys missed it.
You did. You missed the hand gyration and.
Oh, don't say gyration.
Oh, gyrating.
Ugh,
What?
Anyway.
Anyway,
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
please come back. Please, please, sir.
Have some.
Bye, crafters.